Hey guys, it's me Eric. And like I said, origin story coming this afternoon, 10 hours ago. And now it's happening. Uh I'm gonna leave the image like here because when I press this it looks less quality. So yeah. This is a variant of robot slash Mark whatever in an alternate timeline where uh like I'm pretty sure the only reason why Rudy chose Rex to like be his vessel, well not vessel, but to like make his like clone body or whatever. Sorry guys, that was my sister. She likes to do that on purpose. But besides that, yeah, this is a a robot in an alternate timeline where basically wait, hold up. I'm pretty sure in the first place why Rudy chose Rex to took Rex's DNA sample was because he was like a little bit attracted to um Monster Girl, and Monster Girl, I don't remember this. I don't think she did. But I don't know. It was something like that, and apparently she had like a tiny little crush on Rex. I don't really believe that, but apparently she did. So but it was another reason too. Like it was just the most accessible and the most there. But I'm pretty sure it was also because I don't know for Amanda, Monster Girl, whatever, and Amanda kind of like Rex. Um, so in this timeline, he never felt that affection towards her. So everything is like straight up normal in the timeline. The only difference is that he never liked Monster Girl in a romantical way, just friends. So instead, not needing the reason, like the romantical reason to take a blood sample from what's it called? From Rex, he took it from Mark because Mark is truly the best option to do. Like he's the most strongest guardian. I don't even have to explain it. It was just the most good, is what I could say. Um. So yeah, he chose Mark's blood sample. He did like that clone thing. And yeah. So let me just get out of here real quick and show you guys something. So as you guys can see here, right? I'll flip a clip. This is where I made the original image or drawed of the like robot design where Mark is inside. But since I couldn't like really make like a good like a good what's it called plot, or no, not plot, but like so I like told Google to do some. So yeah, just hold up. So physical powers the clone body would have, well, blah 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 blah. Mark might intentionally disturbed, but could potentially be persuaded or even embrace having a brother-like figure, especially given Vulture preferences. Where did I leave off? Mark's reaction. I don't know where that. Whatever. The calculation. Rudy would still confine the nutrient pod views team as purely tactical. He observes Mark Grayson not as just a hero, but as a biological marvel, while analyzing the rubble after a fight between Invincible and a Flaxen drone. Robot secretly salvages a small amount of Mark's blood left behind a brutal battle or whatever. Left behind a brutal battle. Wait a second. Uh, the cloning procedure. Rudy approaches the Mahler twins not with a blood sample from a teammate, but with a highly advanced encrypted and encoded genetic sequence and a combination of his own adapted to mimic Viltrumite DNA. The difference, we don't really need to know that. You guys can pause and read that. The transfer. When Rudy transfers his consciousness, he doesn't just gain a healthy human body. He wakes up to find his senses overloaded. He is faster, stronger, and feels a strange, innate desire to conquer. Um, Unlike Rex Rudy, who tried to live a normal life with Amanda, like I said, this Rudy is driven by logical training. I did this part of the concept before asking Google to make it on by its own. Live a normal life, blah blah blah. He uses his new strength to end conflicts in seconds, often causing a massive collateral damage, which he deems acceptable loss. The relationship with Mark. Rudy tries to act as a mentor to the original Mark, treating him as a lesser and inefficient version of himself. The turning point, because his new body requires intense stimulation to feel alive, this Rudy doesn't stop with just keeping the peace. He immediately begins upgrading the Earth's technology, turning the Pentagon into a authority, believing that only a Viltrumite brained intellect can truly save the world, instead of taking a fellow friend's name like Rudy. I don't know what that said. Uh, I think that's it, right? Taking his Fallon friend name, Rudy seeks to become the superior version of the world's greatest hero, believing that he has stolen DNA makes him the rightful owner. What the hell just happened? Oh yeah, that happens. That stolen DNA makes him the rightful heir to Earth. Protection. All of this, yeah, I made that with Google. But another thing as well. Well, wait 1 second. Along the lines, damn, 4%. Rudy, this new Rudy, does kill Mark, and pretend to be the new Mark. Eventually, Cecil finds out. He kills Cecil, takes over the Earth. Um, and yeah, he just like takes over the entire universe, basically. Uh, Something like that. So yeah, personally, and I did something on TikTok, like a little description of his armor. 1 second. I did the same thing on TikTok. Hold up. So pause to read. Oh yeah, and I like did this whatever. His design would be built like the black robot suit, but instead of the color being black, it would be red, and the green eyes would be white, and the red robot suit would have a white Veltrum emblem on the middle of the chest plate, and the suit would be stronger than the original one because it's adapted to Viltrumite durability and can withstand Ragnar's. I might make another alternate. So yeah. Wait, didn't I? Oh, never mind. I thought I did something. And that's the design that you see here. Uh, right here. So yeah. At first it's like this. Then it progressively turns into like the orange suit 2.0, and then eventually to like the next two black suits, but like all those models whatever, but with this color scheme. Think of it like that, the suit, but it's extremely adapted to Viltrumite durability whatever. So since the original Rudy's black suit and orange suit can withstand just basic things, uh this could advance even more than it would have like ever. So this is the most powerful suit, like maybe, well, armor second to tech jacket, because there's not a lot of people in invincible with like armor and stuff. uh but I put him in second, not because he has like weapons built inside of him, well, even though he does, but he doesn't need those. uh but because I forgot what I was gonna say. But he's second to Tech Jacket because like it's just the most strongest armor in invincible, in my invincible universe. Uh Second to Tech Jacket because Tech Jacket is extremely technological in a good way. And there's not a lot of armor in general, so yeah. But yeah, that's the origin story of this OC, you could say, I guess. But yeah, that is what should I call this version of robot or this Mark variant? What should I call him? Should I call him uh I don't know. Oh, and the reason why well, let me just add a little more things. Before he makes this specific design for his suit, it was originally orange in my timeline. Uh, and before he got to the black arc or whatever, he did turn his suit into something like this. Because in this timeline, the Viltrumites came a little early after Nolan left, and Nolan came back with the other Viltrumites, cause he wanted to turn himself in, and he did, but they forgave him and gave him one more chance. So he teamed up with like two, maybe three more Viltrumites to come to Earth. But this guy, still pretending to be Mark, right? No one knows that except Cecil. Well, Cecil doesn't know it yet. Um, kills Omni Man, blah blah blah. Teams up with the entire Earth. Oliver doesn't exist. Alan does, but it's complicated. I don't think he'll have much major role in this Invincible universe. But yeah, he does manage. Let's just say he manages to become like the Grand Regent, like Emperor Mark. Yeah, he's that level strength. This guy. Um, yeah. So yeah, that's like the origin story, whatever of what I just made. I love the design, the color scheme. I did think on reversing the colors, like instead of his suit being red, the emblem could have been red and the suit could have been white, but that would have been too bright bars. That's all. That's all I really gotta say. So yeah, I did make this on Flip a Clip, as you can already tell. So tell me, like, guys, what should I call this? Like, there's Omni Mark, Sinister Mark. Should I call this some kind of something mark, or uh, should I give it a name and then robot, like something robot, or just tell me in general what should his name be? Uh, yeah. Bye.